4 years have passed since Nikon introduced the Z9, and somehow, the photography world is still waiting for the second chapter. The Nikon Z9 II has been surrounded by rumors for a long time, with speculation becoming especially intense toward the end of 2024. Since then, expectations have risen, launch windows have come and gone, and some of the biggest sporting events in the world have passed without a new Nikon flagship appearing. The Winter Olympics came and went. The FIFA World Cup window came and went. And now, as we move through the summer of 2026, the conversation has changed completely. Photographers are no longer asking, what will the Nikon Z9 II be? The much bigger question is the Nikon Z9 II actually launching this year? Before we get into the rumored numbers, it is important to establish exactly what we are working with. There is still no official Nikon Z9 II specification sheet, no confirmed launch date, and no final retail price from Nikon. Most of the information circulating online comes from the rumor community, with Nikon-focused sources and camera publications offering different pieces of the puzzle. Some reports have been remarkably consistent, while others should be treated with considerable caution. In other words, this is not a confirmed product specification list. It is a collection of rumors that, taken together, may reveal the direction Nikon is considering for its next professional flagship. And the headline specification is certainly interesting. The Nikon Z9 II is rumored to feature a new stack CMOS sensor with approximately 46 megapixels. At first glance, that does not sound like a dramatic increase over the original Z9, which already features a 45.7 megapixel sensor. But megapixel count may actually be one of the least important parts of this rumored upgrade. The more interesting claim concerns sensor readout speed. Some reports suggest that the new sensor could deliver a readout speed several times faster than the already extremely fast stack sensor inside the original Z9. That could have enormous consequences. Remember, the original Nikon Z9 was already a technological statement when it arrived. Because its stack sensor could read data so quickly, Nikon was able to remove the mechanical shutter entirely. That decision fundamentally changed how a professional flagship camera could operate. Instead of relying on a physical shutter mechanism, the Z9 could perform everything electronically while delivering impressive burst performance and reducing the limitations normally associated with traditional mirrorless cameras. Now imagine taking that architecture and making the sensor dramatically faster. If the rumors are accurate, the Nikon Z9 II could potentially push electronic shutter performance into territory that would have seemed unrealistic only a few years ago. One of the most ambitious claims suggests continuous RAW shooting at up to 60 frames per second at full FX resolution, with even faster performance possible when switching to a DX crop. Whether those exact numbers survive into the final product remains to be seen, but the underlying idea is significant. Nikon may not simply be trying to make the Z9 II faster. It could be trying to make the camera fundamentally more responsive. For sports photographers, wildlife photographers, photojournalists, and anyone who makes a living waiting for a fraction of a second moment, that matters enormously. A faster burst rate does not automatically make someone a better photographer, but it can provide more opportunities to capture the exact moment they are looking for. A bird taking off, a football player making contact with the ball, a sprinter crossing the finish line, or a split-second expression during an event can all happen between conventional exposures. More frames mean more possibilities. But there is another rumored specification that deserves much more attention than it has received: ISO 32 as a native base setting. Low native ISO has always been interesting to photographers who prioritize maximum dynamic range, high light protection, and extremely clean files in bright conditions. Medium format systems have traditionally used their larger sensors and low ISO capabilities as part of their image quality advantage. If the Nikon Z9 II really arrives with a native ISO 32 setting, Nikon would be sending a very clear message. The company would not simply be competing with Sony and Canon. It would also be challenging some of the image quality advantages traditionally associated with much larger sensor systems. Then there is flash synchronization. Some rumors point toward a flash sync speed as high as 1/722nd, potentially made possible by the extremely fast sensor readout. If that becomes reality, it could be particularly useful for professional wedding, fashion, portrait, and event photographers working with powerful flashes outdoors. Fast synchronization allows photographers to balance bright ambient light with artificial lighting more effectively, giving them additional creative control without relying entirely on specialized equipment. And this is where the Nikon Z9 II story becomes much bigger than still photography. Nikon's relationship with Red has already changed the conversation around the company's video ambitions. The acquisition of Red Cinema has given Nikon access to technology, patents, and expertise associated with professional cinema production. As a result, one of the most exciting rumors surrounding the Nikon Z9 II involves native Red RAW recording. According to the speculation, the camera could potentially record 12-bit R3D RAW video at resolutions reaching approximately 8.3K in a 3:2 open gate format, potentially at up to 60 frames per second. Again, these are rumored specifications, not confirmed features, but if even a significant portion of this becomes reality, the Nikon Z9 II could become one of the most versatile hybrid cameras Nikon has ever produced. If the rumors are even partially accurate, the Nikon Z9 II could become one of the most capable professional hybrid cameras of its generation. But until Nikon officially opens the door, everything remains part of the rumor story. And after 4 years, one thing is certain: when Nikon finally does reveal the Nikon Z9 II, the photography world will be watching very closely.